How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the Vibranium Comic Weekly Update. I'm your host, Austin Berger, and this standing next to me is...
Casey.
How's it going, guys? We're going to go through a list of different subjects tonight. The first one we're going to talk about is about movies. And with the first one, we're going to go with you.
So, new movie updates. We got New Gods, just announced at San Diego Con. We got Ava DuVernay. She announced that Darkseid and Big Barda are going to be part of it. And just this week was announced that Female Furies was going to come into it.
The Female Furies, which is, I think it's kind of redundant to call them the Female Furies, because in Greek history, the Furies were known as the female goddesses of vengeance, or deities of vengeance. But I don't know if it was a copyright issue or there. I tried to look it up real quick, couldn't figure it out. But
I think it's just blatant redundancy.
Yeah, well, whatever. I think they just wanted hey, it's females, but,
yeah,
whatever.
It's okay.
What else we got?
In other news, we got the What If series.
Yes, the What If series, which is going to have a bunch of different things going on Disney+. It is a whole entire animated series with 20 different voice actors from current...
from the current Marvel Cinematic Universe.
So we'll have Samuel L. Jackson's confirmed as playing Nick Fury, which is pretty awesome. They're getting those major actors.
Most of the high-list actors are coming back for it.
What is this series basically being done about? It's basically all about the consequences of the Infinity War saga, mainly Endgame, I do believe, but we could be wrong. But there's a lot of what-if changes scenarios.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be narrated by the Watcher. Now, the Watcher, it could be something like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very similar to Twilight Zone, because a lot of the comics did the kind of same thing, where it opens up with the Watcher talking, and then he goes into the scenario of the what if, and then goes on from there.
I've been thinking it'd be cool if they had enough voicing, if it was Stan Lee doing it, but he's passed.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
It would be great for him to be the Watcher's voice.
Yeah. So, what else do you got for us?
So Swamp Thing, I don't know if you've heard about it.
Fantastic series.
DC Universe exclusive show. Its finale is coming out this Friday. Unfortunately, sad news, it has not been slated for a season 2.
Gives me tears right here.
Yeah, it's a great series.
I'm not being sarcastic. I love that series.
No, it's, in my opinion, it's my number one for DC Universe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Doom Patrol will be a close second for me. It's very hard, but I would
different genres.
Very different feels to it. Swamp Thing definitely feels like a
gothic,
DC.
It's a DC gothic horror. I have a feeling and Doom Patrol is more comedy, weird fringe science. It's there's shows that come out on the TV and stuff like that. And I was never I'll wait till that comes out on the thing. I could not wait to watch Swamp Thing.
No. As soon as it came out, we
every
watched
Friday.
The first episode, hooked right there. Just every week had to watch it. And it's definitely going to suck watching this week's episode, and then that's it.
Yeah.
It'd be different if we knew that season 2 was coming. Please get a season 2 DC.
But right now they have said that there's going to be no season 2.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad and upsetting. Because there's going to be a lot they could do with there. In my opinion,
really
they could add Constantine. Maybe they just might say there's no season 2 and then merge them to another series with Constantine.
Yeah.
Justice League Dark, or call it something else. They could do whatever they want. I have high hopes for the future for anything they do.
Yeah. So far, DC Universe has just been hitting everything. Titans. Mm-hmm. The Young Justice Outsiders. They brought it over there.
Season.
Yeah. Young Justice is doing great. And then, Doom Patrol, that's getting season 2.
Their next major, I know we didn't discuss this, but there's a next major one is Stargirl.
That's right, Stargirl.
I don't know the release date for that one, but I heard about it.
I think it's what?
Soon? Soonish.
I think it might be coming out next year. Don't quote me on that.
We'll find out. And our last little subject for the movies category is going to be Birds of Prey. That comes out in February 2020. Now, there's been a bunch of debate about what's the premise and stuff like that. Now, the major premise that we figured out that it is Cassandra Cain has stolen a diamond that belonged to Black Mask, so that's 2 characters confirmed. Now, Cassandra Cain, we don't know if she's playing Batgirl or Orphan. What we do know is that they said that Batman's been missing. We don't know why he's been missing. Maybe Ben Affleck decided to leave.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. Batman's missing.
And she needs the help of Harley Quinn. Terrible choice. Black Canary, pretty good choice.
Pretty good choice, yeah.
The Huntress, who is playing, was more of like a bounty hunter, shoots them with crossbows and doesn't care
Works
what it comes
for finding somebody.
Yeah, it works. I'll say that. And also, Renee Montier.
Renee Montier.
Two of those characters were created in the Batman animated series. Harley Quinn and Renee Montier. If you don't know who Renee Montier is, she is the detective in the Gotham City Police Department.
Yes.
I think it's GCPD.
Oh, GCPD?
GCDP? Gotham City? Yeah.
It's Gotham City Police.
Yeah. Both of them, Renee did not get major roles starring. She didn't become ever a major superhero, but Harley became a major anti-hero.
Oh, Harley hit off. I mean, instantly people loved her.
And the same actress who played her in Suicide Squad is returning for that role, and that is going to be pretty awesome. I kind of want to see what happens with that.
I mean, she's definitely... I mean, she played a great Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was the best out of Suicide Squad.
Oh,
not
and
the only
they
good
did
thing.
say in the premise that I saw that she has left Joker because we all know that was a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
So-
I wouldn't stay, so...
So we're going to segue to the next thing, guys, and it's more comics based now. Wait, I forgot something.
What?
About with the Birds of Prey. So the last time that was a comic book series was in 2011 with the New 52. Then they merged it over for Rebirth with Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. That did not last very long, sadly. It was started in 2016. I think it stayed in 2016.
Yeah.
And now they've just announced that in October that it's going to start again. Why are they bringing it back? Clearly money and push on the thing. But we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be good. Shows the same team as Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and not Batgirl.
No, not
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
I'm tripping over words. I'm sorry, guys. So we'll see what it goes there. See if it's just a playoff for more money or if they're actually going to push major storylines.
Yeah, we don't... I think it's too early to say. Nobody knows where DC's really going.
Yeah. We'll figure that out later.
Another comic book news, though. Absolute Carnage is coming out August 7th next week. It's a very big title coming out that they've been just promoting nonstop for the past
Month or two?
months.
Yeah. A bunch of different variants.
Bunch of different variants with carnaged covers. It's bringing a lot of symbiotes back, and it's all taking place in New York.
Now, I'm just not talking about, like, just Carnage variants. They had, like, secret variants where, like, blood spatters are on the main cover. And it was, like, you had to pay very close attention because I missed them a few times, and I saw, like, an update, like, oh, this is having a blood spatter variant. And it wasn't just a cover. They added an extra page in there that was to tell more to the story. And I was like, wow, okay, that happened. We also have another update for DC Universe this time. We have the Tales of the Dark Multiverse. Now, if you don't know the Dark Multiverse, that was first brought up in the Dark Knight Metal series in early 2016. No,
It was late
2017.
2016, I
2016,
think.
2017?
Because Red Death came out, and because they announced that they were doing the Dark Knight's
Either
Metal
way,
series.
it was the major event that was happening, and it's probably the best known one since
Doomsday Clock,
Doomsday
really.
Clock. And it's the most popular. Like, I have got a bunch of reprints of it, and they sell like crazy. Now, what they're doing with these two, they've announced 2 one-shots. One that has to do with the death of Superman. The main protagonist behind that is Lois Lane. She has gotten the powers of Eradicator and is now on a killing spree, I would say. We don't know if she's going to punish and smite all the villains or people who have put down Superman in some way.
I mean, as you can see, she's wearing the suit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Having Lois Lane with Superman's abilities, pretty much.
Well, they showed that in one of the abilities in All-Star Superman. Like, he gave her a serum and it gave her powers for a day.
But this is with Dark Multiverse, where we know there's like almost
no
nothing
holds
good
barred.
coming out of it.
No holds barred, that one. The other one they've announced is the Nightfall series. Now, if you don't know Nightfall, that is a 19-issue series that had to do with basically Bane breaking Batman's back in the early couple issues, and then him having to pass the mantle on to another. He passes it on to Azazel,
Yes.
who would later become Azazel.
Which they've been promoting him recently. There was another Batman. Batman Last Night?
No, last night was the other one. It was the Curse of the White Knight.
Curse of the White Knight. Yes.
But yeah, they bring him back as Azazel, and he apparently, in the old series they were talking about, was Batman had to fight back for his mantle of Batman because Azazel was not the best Batman. He killed people, flat out said, and Batman doesn't do that. Well, in this version, Batman doesn't win his fight, and the main hero, quote unquote, is the son of Bane 30 years later, and he's supposed to like take out this Batman, or as they called him something else. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was basically, it sounds interesting. It's definitely both of them I'm going to get.
Yes.
But there's other things they've been touching on for the Dark Multiverse. They have in Batman Superman issue number 2, they were going to be the first appearance of the Shazam, of Dark Multiverse Shazam. That's pretty interesting. I don't know how they're going to be introducing him, or how many other universes, like evil versions of themselves, are going to fight, or if he's even evil.
I mean, I imagine they actually might be showing. I think they might be going and showing more Dark Multiverse versions of these superheroes because they've been kind of like dipping their toes back into the Dark Multiverse.
Mm-hmm. And do you think it's because it sold so well and they're trying to like catch up on that?
I think they realized how hot it was. They were like, we need to capitalize on this and we need to bring it back.
Yeah, because that was my theory too, and there hasn't been a major hit in a while, and
No.
that I can remember. Like there's been a few. Like for Superman, there is. What is that one?
Event Leviathan, which is, I mean, that was a big thing. A lot of cool things did
It's still
happen out
going
of that.
on.
It's still going on.
But it's not going flying off.
Doomsday Clock was hot when it first came out, but it just fell off because just constantly delayed.
Constantly delayed. They're still waiting for the last 2 issues. It's supposed to take a whole year to wrap up, and it's almost been a year and a half.
Yeah.
So I don't even sure when 11 comes out. I don't know.
Still waiting on it. Love to read it.
Waiting for you, DC. So I think there was another.
Another one we have that is also tying in the Dark Multiverse is Wally West's Flash Forward. He's kind of been. DC's kind of been hating on Wally West.
They tried to replace him.
Yeah, well, so I mean, the original Wally West, he's the red-haired Wally West who donned the suit of the Flash.
After Flash died.
After the Flash died, I mean, he donned it for a good while.
I think a good 10 to 15 year period.
It was and they're kind of almost writing him off the books. It's kind of upsetting.
Do you think it's because of choice of writers, or is it because they just don't want to deal with him? Because they replaced him in the Teen Titans and in the TV show with an African American. And they brought him back as this other one because of
Yeah, he came back and then
he was deleted and brought back again.
And
it's
then you're
really
finding
complex.
out weird things about him.
Heroes in Crisis did him wrong. Let's just say that right now.
Yeah.
Heroes in Crisis did him wrong.
Yeah, but with Flash Forward, he's kind of gonna deal with the Dark Multiverse, and it's we're gonna figure out what he's really gonna do with it. If he's gonna go into his dark side a little bit, which Wally West. I mean, beforehand, he was never dark.
Before Heroes in Crisis, he was never dark.
Yeah, no, he was arguably one of the greatest superheroes because his biggest hero was Barry Allen, the Flash, and he could not do wrong because he had to live up to that name.
And they're both willing to sacrifice themselves.
Yes.
On a drop of a hat.
Yeah, on the drop of a hat. They were like, "Oh wait, I have to die. Okay, I'll do it."
Not with a smile, but like it was more like emotional. We swear.
Yeah. They don't enjoy killing themselves.
Another major issue for DC Comics. I know we're putting a lot of DC out here, but a big thing that I noticed was RWBY. RWBY is becoming a comic, and that's spelled RWBY. If you know the animated series done by Rooster Teeth, that's them. They are getting a full comic. Premise, we don't know much. It's just basically the announcement that these 4 characters, RWBY,
just covering
Weiss,
I think it's covering
Blake,
the introduction for RWBY pretty much.
We don't know if it's a story or the restart of retelling this story. We're not 100% certain, but it is slated to come out in October. I know I'll be ordering a lot of those because those flew off the shelf. I get the manga, and they sold like crazy. So I'm kind of excited for that. They also announced pop dolls for RWBY, so I'll be definitely getting those in here.
Yeah.
Another thing that I heard earlier this week was that Genlock, another series that Rooster Teeth has been doing, is going to be on Toonami. And in my opinion, that's a big thing because they've never, since I've started watching them with Red vs. Blue,
Yeah, Rivers
They've
of
never
Blue is the
had a
biggest.
TV show, so now they have a comic and a TV show coming around the same time.
Yeah.
That is pretty big.
Yeah, Rooster Teeth, they're growing compared to what they used to be. They used to be just a couple people having fun making Red versus Blue.
Yeah, and now they're owned by another big corporation. I think that's their major opportunities they have in there, but they haven't changed them. That's good. Usually
the
what
best
happens.
part.
They get bought out, and then the content just dives. And I don't think their content's dived at all. I think it's only gotten better.
Yeah.
Even when they paired up with Monty they added a lot, and then after he passed, they even made sure that they stick to his original storyline for that. And so I think that's pretty good. They're all good people. They're all funny. I'll definitely say that. And they're all gamers. So
Yeah, definitely.
congratulations to you guys. So I think we're going to wrap it up for this week. We've been talking on for a little bit and ranting and raving. But, that's the joy of owning a comic book store, to rant and rave with people about our characters and stuff like that. But before we officially wrap up, we're going to talk about our favorite covers this week. And so every week we're going to talk about our favorite covers, and it's just those that are announced that were brought into the store. There's thousands of covers released every week, but it's just what we have.
Yeah.
We're a smaller store, so we don't order everything, or I would go bankrupt and we wouldn't have this place.
Yeah, there's way too many comics that come out.
Way too many.
On a weekly basis. Just
When
too much on a weekly basis.
When it tells you, if you order 500 this issue, you'll get this one variant. I don't need that. So why don't you tell us about your comic that you've picked out?
The best one I saw for this week was Batman Last Night on Earth #2. I think it's really cool showing Bane with carrying Scarecrow. I don't know what that ties into with the series. I'm a bit behind on it. I have the first one, but I mean, as far as the covers have gone this week, it stands out to me. I really like it.
Mm-hmm. I liked it too, but in my opinion, the one I chose was not. It was Marvel. So before I tell you what it is, I'm going to tell you a little bit of synopsis. I don't like a lot of the Carnage Eyes variants. I thought a lot of them were too
over the top.
Over the top, or just like, that you guys really called it in for that art style. Now, that was my opinion. I'm not an artist. I can barely draw a stick figure, but I like certain things. But the one I liked was Conan the Barbarian #8. The Carnage Eyes version of that was fantastic. Yeah. I thought it was perfect for that. It wasn't too crazy. The art style was just the way I like it.
It looks really neat. As far as the Carnage Eyes covers goes, it definitely stands out for me. I was kind of tossed between that one and the Fantastic Four, because I think it looks cool with the Fantastic Four being Carnage Eyes, but it's very well done and just clean.
Gotcha. Yeah, so a lot of them just weren't drawing my attention.
Yeah.
But that's what comics. So every week we'll be talking about this and bringing up new issues and pushing our favorites. And then, so the other thing that we're gonna be bringing up is we'll see you guys next week, right?
Yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. If you like it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more future videos. And
make sure to leave a comment, guys. We'd love to hear anything you have to say about our video and stuff like that. And if you don't have a comment, just say, hey, what's your favorite superhero? Because we love to debate.
Yeah.
Causing multitudes of arguments. Like, who's your favorite? Who's the best?
Yeah, who's the best?
Who's the strongest? Well, that one's going to cause an argument.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys, and you guys have an excellent day or night. It all depends on when you're watching this.
Yes.
Be safe, guys. Thank you very much.